Scarlet and Violet have become some of the most popular Pokemon games with interesting mechanics and unique Pokemon. The game is also one of the longest in the main series with 3 long storylines to complete the main story. That being said, can the game be beat with only a Smoliv? The rules for this challenge follow standard challenge rules. First, no using bag items in battle, held items are fine. Second, no friendship bonuses to avoid or endure attacks. And third, I can't use Terra Shards to change my Terra type. And lastly, the run ends after I have completed Victory Road, Operation Starfall, and the Path of Legends storylines, ending with the final Nemona battle. Smoliv is the only Pokemon I can use in battle. However, when doing star hideouts, I have to have 3 in my party, but I won't battle with them. I wake up at home, talk to Clive, choose Sprigato, lose against Nemona, catch the Lechonk, lose against Arven, and I can trade over the egg as soon as I reach the first Pokemon Center. I hatch my Smoliv and name it. Smoliv isn't that bad. Her moveset is pretty wide with a lot of stall potential with Drain moves and Leech Seed with Protect. Smoliv with a base 58 special attack isn't bad for a base 260 Pokemon, though its defense, special defense, and speed are lackluster. Caesar has a timid nature, which is fine because we don't use physical attacks often. Caesar also has a grass Terra type, which is pretty bad, because grass is where most of its weakness come from, but it does give extra stab. Its ability is Early Bird, which is pretty good because it allows us to use rest and only be sleeping 1 turn. I teach Smoliv Swift, and we level up a little bit until the next Nemona fight. You can also grab the TM for rest in Los Platos. I have learned Growth and Absorb through level up, so I raise my attack a few stages with Growth and take down Quaxley with Absorb and Palmy with Swift. I head into Mescoza and handle Team Star and sign up at the school. Nemona and Arven show me around, and I get all 3 quests to start on. Before I head out, I buy the Power Band and Power Belt to help train Smoliv's Special Defense and Defense EVs. These items are so broken this early in the game, but it saves me hours grinding EVs, so I don't really care. I head to Cortando and challenge the Bug Gym. You can find a big root here, which allows you to restore more HP with draining moves. Smoliv struggles against Katie and her 3 bug types, even this early in the game, so I decide to train to level 23 to learn Grassy Terrain by level up. And with a move set of Growth, Mega Drain, and Swift Caesar, can take down the bugs with +1 special attack, stab Grassy Terrain, Terra boosted Mega Drains. After spamming Mega Drains on her team, I take her down, and Katie is done. Next up, I go out of order and decide to challenge Titan Bombbirder, because this is only my 2nd time playing this game, and I forgot about Cloth. There is another TM that can be grabbed, which is Charm, which lowers the target's attack by 2 stages at level 28, with a moveset of Charm, Swift, Mega Drain, and Rest. I Charm to get the Bombbirder to 6 and Tank Plucks, and Rest up to restore my health. After I wake up, I Swift and cause the Bombbirder to eat the herb, and Arven and I team up. Swift from Smoliv and super effective rock-type attacks from Nasli make quick work of the Bird Bomber. Now I head and battle the Titan Cloth with the same moveset. Cloth is a really easy battle, and it retreats after I hit a Charm and 2 Mega Drains. Arven shows up, and Cloth goes down to 2 terrestrialized Mega Drains. After the Titan battle, I head to Artisan to challenge Brassius at level 29. Very overleveled. This is a grass-type gym, so this is a pretty standard battle. Petil goes down to Swift, and I decide to set up a growth on Brassius's inferior Smoliv and take it down with another Swift. Next up is an actual real tree, but it goes down to 2 Swifts, and the grass gym is done with. After these 4 battles, I head into the Dark-type Team Star hideout at level 29. Giacomo sends in a Ponard, and I set up Grassy Terrain while tanking some aerial aces. I use a Growth and Rest to restore my HP, then it goes down in 2 Mega Drains. Next up is Starmobile Revavroom. Wicked Torque does some damage, but Terra Grassy Terrain boosted. Mega Drain Out heals Wicked Torque, and the Star Mobile goes down, and that's one of Team Star down. I head to Levincia to challenge Iono, but I meet and battle Nimona at the gym. Mega Drains take down the Rockruff, and I terrestrialize to take down the Palmy and Quackswell with Mega Drains. After this, I play Where's Waldo with Iono, then challenge her gym at level 30. I have an advantage because Electric is bad against Grass. My moveset is Mega Drain, Energy Ball, Rest, and Growth, and a big root as the item. I set up a Grassy Terrain, and Wattrel uses Pluck. Caesar then uses Growth and tanks another Pluck, then takes it down with an Energy Ball. Luxio uses Bite, but goes down to an Energy Ball. I rest up on Belly Bolt because it doesn't deal much damage. When I awake, I reset the Grassy Terrain but get paralyzed again, but 2 Energy Balls take it out. Miss Magus uses a Confuse Ray, but goes down to 2 Energy Balls, and Iono is down. Next up is Kofu, and this battle is pretty easy because I have the type advantage. I charm the Veluza down to -6 attack, sets up the Grass, terrestrializes, and uses 2 Mega Drains to heal and take it down. Next in Wugtrio, who hits a headbutt, flinches, then goes down to 2 Mega Drains. Crabominable comes down and becomes Water type and uses a Slam, but gets an attack debuff from Charm, then goes down to Mega Drain, and Kofu is defeated. Before the next battle, I head to the Area 5 of the South Province and defeat all of the trainers here to get the Eviolite from the Pokemon Center on the beach. This is such a powerful item because of Caesar's bad defenses. It gives a little bit of much-needed bulk. From now on in the run, every battle I will be using it. I then head to the desert and decide to battle Iron Treads at level 35. Iron Treads has a decent attack stat, and Knockoff does about a quarter before I charm to lower its attack. I get another charm off before I use Leech Seed. I get another charm off before it rapid spins and frees itself from Leech Seed, so I seed it again, and it takes a bit, but Leech Seed and Mega Drain forces it to retreat. When Arven arrives, it's more of the same. Charm it to -6 attack, and Leech Seed plus Mega Drain, and Scovillain's Fire Fang to take it down. I attempt to battle Larry, but his Star Raptor is so powerful that I decide to go back and challenge Mela of Team Star. This is the Fire-type hideout, so I need to be careful here. Torkoal uses Clear Smog, which does some damage, but I use Leech Seed to recover a bit of HP. 2 Swifts take down the Torkoal after another Clear Smog. Rev of Room comes down, and I charm to lower its attack, but it uses Overheat after a Screech. Apparently it was raining, but it didn't look like it, so after charms and Invisible Rain, Blazing Torque does 1 whole damage, and Rev of Room is taken down with Swifts. At level 43, I decide to go back and challenge Larry again. I charm to lessen the damage of Kamala's Slam, and I leech it before Yawn puts me asleep. I swift to take it down with help from the Leech Seed. Dunsparce comes in, and I charm to lower its attack before I Leech Seed it, but it paralyzes Smoliv with Glare. I swift then use Rest to heal the paralysis and restore to full HP and let Leech Seed take down the Dunsparce. Star Raptor then comes in and uses an Aerial Ace, and Caesar uses Charm to lower the attack. I then Leech Seed and Charm again, then rest back to full, and I then awake and take it down with a Swift, and Larry is defeated. Now I made a mistake here. I was using Swift for a reason, because right after Larry there is another battle with Nimona, and her Goomy has Sap Sipper. I make it to the Quaquaval, but it takes me down after 2 full paralysis and 2 lucky flinches from Air Slash, and I didn't know this battle could be lost. And since it saves after every battle in this game, I couldn't reset. But trust me, a reset, and I would have won. After this, I head over to Casseroya Lake and pick up the TM for Giga Drain. This is one of the best moves I have, as it's just 75 base power Mega Drain. It's a strong move, however it does have 10 PP, so I have to be conservative with my moves. It's time to climb the mountain and challenge Rhyme at Montenevra. This gym is a double battles only gym, so my partner will be this Scatterbug I use for the Team Star hideouts. This battle is pretty annoying because every time Rhyme hits a super effective move or takes down the Scatterbug, her Pokemon get a stat boost. I get a free turn because both Mimikyu and Banette use Shadow Sneak to take out Scatterbug, but Smoliv is a normal type and isn't affected, and Rhyme only gets an accuracy boost. Banette goes down in 2 drains, and I get the attack boost from the crowd. Houndstone takes a drain, and I Leech Seed the Mimikyu. I then Leech Seed the Houndstone. After Rhyme gets a speed boost, I Protect to Stall and gain some more HP from Leech. Rhyme then gets 2 crits with Slash and Play Rough, and I rest up to stall more, and Houndstone goes down to Leech Seed. Toxtricity comes down and uses Hyper Voice, then Rhyme gets the Omni Boost. I Protect, and the Mimikyu goes down to the Leech Seed. I Leech the Toxtricity and Protect to stall, then take it down with a Drain, and Rhyme is defeated. Smoliv can learn a strong ground move in Earth Power. I head out and find it on the mountain, then head to challenge Earthworm in the mine area. I can't use Earth Power here because of the Earth Eater ability. Earthworm doesn't have the strongest moves against Caesar, and I lead with Leech Seed and out-heal its wraps. Iron Tail doesn't deal that much damage, and Giga Drain and Leech cause it to retreat. Arven arrives and we team up to take it down. Leech Seed and Drains make quick work of the Alaskan Bullworm, and that Titan is defeated. Before the Tulip battle, there is another Nemona battle. I use a moveset of Rest, Giga, Leech, and Terra Blast. Nemona starts with Lycanroc, which gets taken down with a couple of Giga Drains. Nemona then sends in the Sliggoo, which has Sap Sipper, so I have to switch to Terra Blast. I rest up twice to heal up off the Dragon Pulses, then it goes down to Terra Blast. Next comes the Pawmot, and I Terrestrialize to get rid of my normal typing and send Pawmot into the yellow with a Drain. Pawmot then paralyzes Smoliv, and she can't move for 2 moves until she can hit a Leech Seed. After getting hit with another Spark, Caesar is finally able to sleep. With the chip damage from Leech Seed and a final Drain takes down Pawmot. Nemona then terrestrializes the Quaquaval, and Air Slash isn't enough to hurt Caesar, and a Terra Blast Grass and Drain takes it down. Next up is to challenge Tulip and the Psychic type gym. My moveset is Protect, Rest, Drain, and Leech. I Leech the Farigiraffe and Terrestrialize and take it down 2 drains. I Leech the Gardevoir and use a mix of Protects and Drains to take it down. There is a close call on the Esparda, but I rest to heal up. After I wake, I Leech Seed and Protect next turn to restore more HP. Then I Giga Drain and it goes down to the Leech Seed. Florges comes in and I Leech Seed. It then goes down to Protect Stall and Giga Drains, and Tulip is defeated. At level 58, I head back to challenge Atticus of the Poison Hideout. Earth Power will come in handy here. Growth, Leech, and Rest will also be used. Skuntank lands a Toxic, and I use a Growth for +1 special attack and take it down to an Earth Power after a Venoshock. Muck comes down and goes down to Earth Power. Normal Revavroom comes out, and I rest up to restore my HP and heal the poison. After I awake, I take it down with an Earth Power. Starmobile Revavroom enters, and Noxious Torque doesn't do enough damage, and it goes down to 2 Earth Powers, and Atticus is defeated. After this, I go to the next Team Star hideout to challenge Ortega. This is another battle where we have a neutral type matchup, so it's rather easy. Here I use Giga, Rest, Leech, and Protect. Azumarill comes in first, and it has an annoying bounce that gets the paralysis. But I land a Leech Seed and Giga Drain until it is down. Wigglytuff comes in next, and I Growth 2 plus attack stats, and I then set up Leech, and Wigglytuff goes down with Giga Drain and Leech damage. Doxbun comes down, and I Leech and Giga Drain to take it down. In comes Revavroom, and it takes +1 Giga Drains, but it hits a Confuse Ray, but it's not enough, and the 3rd Giga Drain takes down Ortega. Next up is Airy, another hard fight due to a fighting weakness, and even though I can terrestrialize to change my type, many of Airy's Pokemon have a move that is still strong against Smoliv. Toxicroak is first, and I Charm and tank a Brick Break. I then go Terra Grass next turn, but the Fighting Frog uses a Poison Jab, and I use a Leech Seed. I then use Charms and Giga Drains and recover HP from the Leech Seed. However, Toxicroak does get a lucky poison, and I am forced to rest to heal up. I awake and Leech Seed takes down the Toxicroak. Annihilate enters and uses a close combat, while Caesar uses a charm to lower attack, then a Leech Seed to start chip damage, and after 3 close combats and 3 defense drops, Annihilate goes down to a Giga Drain. Next in is Passimian, which uses close combat, and Smoliv leads with a charm. I then miss a Leech Seed and decide to just Giga Drain after more defense drops from close combat and take down Passimian. Next in is Lucario, which uses an Aura Sphere, and I hit a Leech Seed. And I then use Giga Drain to lower its HP and rest after more Aura Spheres and let Lucario go down to Leech Seed. Revavroom comes in and uses a Shift Gear, while Charm to lower its attack. Combat Torque doesn't deal much damage off of a -1 attack, and I Charm to lower it more. Giga Drain deals about a quarter health, and Combat Torque hits a paralysis. Revavroom uses Shift Gear to try to get his attack back, and Drains take it to half health. After trading Combat Torques and Giga Drains until the Junkyard Car is down and Eri is defeated, and that's the final Team Star hideout. After this, I head to the lake and battle Tatsuguri and Dondozo. The first Dondozo battle is really easy, a Leech Seed and 2 Giga Drains, and it retreats across the lake. Arven shows up, and we battle after the Tatsuguri gets seasoned. Dondozo goes down with 3 Giga Drains. Dondozo coughs up its dinner, and Tatsuguri uses a taunt. Smoliv uses Drain for 3 turns, while Tatsuguri goes after Arven and Greedent. After the taunt, I use Leech Seed, and with Leech chip damage and Giga Drains, the Sushi Roll falls, and the last Titan Pokemon is defeated. I decide to head back to the mountain, as I believe that I am ready for the last gym battle with Grusha. For this battle, I will be using Giga, Leech, Grassy Terrain, and Growth. I set up Grassy Terrain on Frostmoth and a Growth while it uses a Tailwind and a Blizzard. It hits another Blizzard, but a Growth and Grassy Terrain heal Smoliv up, and she takes out the Moth next turn and stall out the Tailwind. Beartick goes down to a Giga Drain. Sea Titan hits hard with an Ice Spinner as I decide to use another Growth. Sea Titan hits another Ice Spinner, but Giga Drain is enough to one-shot it. Terra Ice Altaria enters and misses a Hurricane and goes down to Giga Drain, and the gym challenge is over. After not being able to beat Clive at the school, I decide to go and try to battle Arven. These battles are pretty difficult, as each has a full team of 6 with good coverage. So my moveset for Arven is Giga Drain, Rest, Growth, and Leech Seed. First is Greedent, and I use a few Growths until Body Slam paralyzes and I rest to heal. I Leech Seed to start some chip damage, and after I get to +6 special attack, I rest to heal some more before I one-shot with Giga Drain. Next up is Villain, and I terrestrialize and Smoliv tanks a Fire Blast and takes it into the yellow with a Giga Drain. Fire Blast misses, and he then goes down to a Giga Drain. Toadscruel uses a Sludge Bomb, but goes down to the Giga Drain. The Garganacl goes down to a Giga Drain. Cloyster comes in and uses an Icicle Spear, but goes down to Giga Drain. Arven then sends in the Mabostiff, but a Fire Fang isn't enough, and it goes down to Giga Drain. And with that, the Path of Legends storyline is over. Now to head back to the school to battle Clive. This battle is difficult because of Foul Play on Oranguru, because when using Growth, it powers up Foul Play, giving me less time to stall. My moveset is Giga Drain, Earth Power, Rest, and Growth. I get 2 Growths and Giga Drain to restore some HP. I then get 2 more Growths before he yawns, and I decide to rest anyway. Oranguru switches to Dream Eater, and I awake and use Growth until and rest again next turn. I awake and get to +6 and rest again. After another Dream Eater, I awake and take it down with a Drain. Abomasnow comes in and uses Aurora Veil, and Giga Drain puts Abomasnow into the yellow. It then uses Blizzard, but then goes down to a Drain. Gyarados comes in and hits a Stone Edge, and Giga Drain just fails to take it down, so I tank another one and use Giga Drain again next turn. Poltegeist comes down, and Giga Drain just fails to take down this one too. I do get lucky as it goes for a Shell Smash and goes down to an Earth Power. Among Us Imposter comes down but gets voted out by an Earth Power. Skeledirge comes down and tears up and uses a Torch Song, which Smoliv survives from full health to 14 HP and takes it down with an Earth Power, and the man with 3 names is defeated. Since adults like to lie to kids in this franchise, I have to battle the real leader of Team Star, Penny. These evolutions aren't that much of an issue. I Leech Seed the Umbreon and just set up 6 growths. Dark Pulse does no damage because Leech heals it back up, and I let Leech Seed take it down. Flareon's Flare Blitz does a lot of damage but goes down to a Giga Drain. Leafeon uses X Scissor, which does good damage, but I rest up to cure the burn. I awake and take it down with Drain. Vaporeon is a joke. Jolteon hits a Thunder but goes down. Sylveon gets a lucky attack drop with Moonblast, which is just enough to keep it alive, but goes down next turn, and with that, Operation Starfall is done with. Finally, I can challenge the Elite Four and get this over with. On the first 2 members, I have the advantage here because I beat Rika and Poppy about 10 times. I started the Elite Four at level 93, but I had to get to level 99 solely for Hassel and Larry. The first of the Elite Four is Rika, and this battle is pretty easy, as I take Whiscash down with a Giga Drain after a growth. Camerupt goes down to an Earth Power. I drain the Dawn Fan, and because of Sturdy, he needs an Earth Power to go down. I one-shot Dugtrio with Drain, and last in is Clodsire. It goes down to a Giga Drain, and Rika is down. Poppy is up next, and even though it is Steel type, it's a pretty easy battle. My moveset is Leech, Giga, Earth Power, and Growth. I set up a Growth and use Earth Power to take down Copperaja. Corviknight comes down next, so I use Leech Seed, and it uses Iron Defense and a Body Press, so I Trastralize and Giga Drain and Leech Seed help to take it down. Earth Power activates Magnezone's Sturdy, but it sets up a light screen, but another takes it down next turn. Bronzong comes in and uses a Zen Headbutt, but I land a Leech Seed, and a critical Giga Drain takes it down. Tinkaton uses a Gigaton Hammer, but goes down to Earth Power, and Poppy is defeated. Up next is Layover Larry, and this fight is dumb, but at least his first Pokemon is Tropius, which I can set up on. My moveset is Giga Drain, Rest, Growth, and Leech Seed. I use a Growth first on Tropius, and it sets up a Sunny Day. Sunny Day is good because when paired with Growth, it will raise our stats by +2 instead of 1. Tropius and Air Slash flinches are annoying, so I have to rest in between Air Slashes to restore HP until I am up to +6 attack. After I awake with decent health, I Giga Drain twice to take it down. Next in is Staraptor, which uses a heavy Brave Bird, so I can take it down with a Giga Drain. Altaria comes in and lands a weak Flamethrower and goes into the yellow with a Giga Drain. Then after a Flamethrower, we take it down with Drain. Next up is Oricorio, which uses a Teeter Dance, and I fight Confusion to take it down with Drain. Next in is Flamigo and uses a Terra-boosted Brave Bird, which leaves me low, but I fight Confusion, and that's the second hardest battle in this rundown. Finally, the hardest battle in the game, Hassel, and this battle is a hassle. Everyone on his team has a super effective move, except Haxorus, but that attack is so big it doesn't need one. My moveset is Terra Blast, Rest, Leech Seed, and Protect. Noivern is first, and has Super Fang, which is bad for us, so I Leech Seed after being halved. I Protect to get more chip damage and heal up, and it uses another Super Fang, leaving Caesar at 77, but goes down to Terra Blast, and Leech and Caesar hits level 100. Next in is Dragalge, which gets me into the red with Sludge Bomb, and I Leech Seed to heal up. I Protect, and next turn I hit a Terra Blast and go to HP from Sludge Bomb and Poison. I Outspeed so I can rest next turn and take it down with Leech Seed. Next in is Flapple, and I rest up again as Flapple misses Dragon Rush, but hits one next turn. I wake up in Terra Blast, which almost takes it down, but another one next turn does the job. Haxorus comes in and hits a crit Dragon Claw, and I land a Leech Seed. I Protect to heal up a little more. It hits another Dragon Claw, and I rest up and protect it to heal up. And after a Dragon Claw lands, I take it out with a Terra Blast. Last up is Baxcalibur, and I get lucky as misses an Icicle Crash, and I set up a Leech Seed and Protect next turn. I then land a critical Terra Blast after an Icicle Crash, and Leech Seed takes it down, and the Elite Four is finally defeated, and I get to stop Smoliv from evolving one last time. Gita is the supposed top champion, but I had more trouble with the first gym than with her. It's kind of sad how bad she is. My new moveset is Giga Drain, Trailblaze to raise speed, Growth and Swift. Espartha uses a Lumina Crash, which lowers my special defense by 2 stages, but goes to the red with Giga Drain. Lumina Crash lowers my stats again, but Trailblaze takes it down and raises my speed. Veluza comes in and I use Growth to raise my attack and tank, and Ice Fang and goes down to a Giga Drain. Avalugg comes in and I use a Growth and a Trailblaze and tank avalanches until it goes down to a Drain. King Gambit comes in and takes some good damage from a Giga Drain and Smoliv tanks Cleaves and uses another Growth and takes it down next turn with a Drain. Go-Goat goes down to a 2 Swifts after landing a Play Rough. Terra Glimora goes down to Giga Drain and the supposed top champion has been dethroned. I now have to end with Nemona. I decide to use the same moveset as Gita, except with Terra Blast instead of Swift. Lycanroc hits a Stone Edge but goes down to 2 Trailblazes. Pawmot goes down to a Drain. Goodra comes in and I use a Growth and tank a Sludge Bomb and goes down to 2 Terra Blasts. I can Terrestrialize and take down the Orthworm with a Giga Drain. Dunsparce goes down to Terra Blast. Quaquaval goes down to Giga Drain, and Nemona has been defeated, and we have become the real champion, all within just an olive. This challenge took a long time, so if you liked the video, then hit the like button and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for other challenges, leave them in the comments below. And with that, the video is over.